Okay, let's get started here. I'd like to welcome Scott Piercy to the interview room at the RBC Canadian Open. Scott, course record 63, must feel pretty good. Can you maybe give us some keys to your round out there?
62.
62, I'm sorry.
It's
all right. Got half of it right.
You know, I hit a lot of fairways and a lot of greens today, and I was rolling the ball well, and obviously you got to make some putts to shoot 62. So I hit it solid all day. I think I only missed a couple greens, and ball striking around here with the rough being so penal is a must to shoot well.
About condition-wise, was there a lot of wind out there, green soft, or how was that?
At times the wind would pick up. The greens were receptive. I wouldn't say overly soft or hard. It's just the wind. The wind would kind of come down. If you were down in the valley hitting up, you'd have to judge that the wind was going to hit it late, or stuff like that.
Okay. Have questions? We have mics for you. Pass it around.
Scott, in a round like today, you get a feeling that you've got it all going. Did you have that going into the first hole after you made your first putt, or did it slowly build during the round?
In all honesty, I didn't feel like I had a very good feel for the golf course teeing it up on first hole today. I flew in late on Tuesday, played the Pro-Am, so I'm kind of jet lagged playing, and kind of scraped it yesterday. And I've been playing well though, so I've known that once I get going that it's pretty good. But like I said, if you hit the fairways, hit a lot of greens, take your time, and I kind of eased into the round and made a birdie, made a bogey, and then just kind of started hitting greens. Then a putt went in. The putt on 17 was big. I hit two great shots into that and the putt was, you probably can't make it twice. But it was that was probably a swing putt, and then on 18, number 18, I hit a good hybrid off the tee, and the wind was howling at the time. I hit like a stinger, hybrid. The wind got out and just took the ball right in the bunker, and I hit it to about 8 feet. Made par, just slipped out, but I think those two holes kind of set the tone to be able to, do something on the front nine.
Scotty, can you just speak a little bit to the course setup today? I mean, I was out there, on a few holes on the front, all the back. I'm seeing some pins are pretty good. I mean, there's some good pins out there. It's set up, and it looks like it's kind of difficult in spots. Yeah,
it definitely is. Like I said, I hit in the rough on one hole, and I advanced at 20 yards. Yeah, I mean, on, I don't even know, 14, after the long part, maybe 13, I had it just short right of that bunker, and I almost hit it in the bunker, and that where I made bogey, and it just settles to the bottom. It's long, it settles down, so the rough's really penile. It's, as far as the pins go, there was a couple that seemed a little dicey. The number one on number 2, that pin was kind of like on a mound that would just set. And I hit it just long left of it. I'm like, I wonder if I can keep this on the green. There was a couple that looked pretty crazy. So,
when you guys get greens like this to putt on after the kind of rain they had here Sunday night and that sort of thing, where you, maybe at one point a week ago, you maybe in a bit of more of a defensive mode. Now does it feel like it's all offense out there unless you're above the hole?
It's offense if you're in the fairway right now, definitely. The golf course doesn't play very long, but if you're not in the fairway, it's going to bite you a little bit. So the greens are receptive. You can spin back wedges. You can probably even a 9-iron pull it back a few feet. As far as it being set up real tough, I was in the fairway a lot, and I was on. I think I missed 2 greens, so I didn't see a lot of it today, which is good.
Any more questions?
The greens look slow, but they got more speed on them than they look. They don't match. Like, they look long, but they play fast, where some greens look, vice versa. I'm surprised that they were rolling as fast as they were with the rain.
Does that make for some guesswork out there a little bit once in a while between you,
You know,
and your caddy?
I think once you get the speeds down, I think it's fine. But just getting it's kind of a mental thing. It looks like it's slower, but it's not.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Give me some context on your year so far this year. I mean, looking at some of the numbers and where you're at, I mean, I think you'd probably be happy in a couple spots. There'd be a couple spots you'd probably be looking to improve on, right?
Yeah, you know, overall it's been really solid. You know, definitely a couple weeks ago I needed to work on my wedge game and kind of figured that out and produced at John Deere. I hit some good wedge shots today. The previous 4 or 5, probably a couple months before that, my wedges really hurt me. You know, at San Antonio, I made a quad on the last hole, went from 4th place to 18th or something.
Hurt you distance-wise, or
I was, yeah, distance
Not getting the
distance
number?
control. I mean,
Okay.
couldn't hit a wedge close to the hole, but I think I've sorted that out. So the game's in a good spot. You know, I feel like I'm in a position where if I keep doing what I'm doing, I can win. You know, I just need a few good breaks here, a few good breaks there. You know, but overall, you know, I've 10 top 25s, you know, so far. You know, it's been pretty solid.
How would you classify your temperament when you're on the golf course? What kind of a guy are you? Do you get
My temperament?
Yeah,
I'm usually
honestly now.
I get really mad generally, and that's something that I have to very much control. And it's a lot easier to control when you're playing well, but it's also something, if you control it and stay more calm when you're playing bad, you can get back into playing well sooner. It's something that I constantly have to work on. I'm kind of a perfectionist in an imperfect game, and it just, you know, and when you practice as hard as you do and work as hard as you do, my expectations sometimes are low. You know, my caddy always tells me, keep your expectations low, you know, and so you don't get as mad. Like if I hit it 20 feet, okay, whatever. It's not great, but it's not 5 feet like I want. So it's a constant battle within me that I always have to kind of keep it nice and chill.
You don't appear that way. You appear
You know
pretty
what?
cool.
Golf is the only time I get really upset. Any other time, I'm really chill. So, and I think that's just because I expect so much of myself. You know, I think, you know, I'm my biggest fan and I'm my biggest critic, and I push myself to be better than probably most people think I am. So, you know, if I don't get there, that's probably why I'm hard on myself.
Would you say you're a practicer? You like practice? Is that something you enjoy doing?
When I need to. If the swing and if things feel good, I like to play, and I like to practice on the golf course. I don't like to stand on the range and beat balls, or, you know, if I need to stand on the putting green and hit 100 4-footers in a row, I'll do it, you know. But generally I like to practice in a playing atmosphere.
All right. Scott, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, guys.